gives you. First one is to be in a church. And the second one, for most of you, is to be even in a Catholic school. Catholic schools are known for having the best discipline. So the first thing you need to learn is to be disciplined as a person. And remember that God created you. And God did not just create you. He created you for a purpose. And every day of my life, I thank God. Because without God, you can't go very far. Second is your personal discipline. How disciplined are you? I was lucky to come actually, we came earlier than all of you. We were actually here at 7:30. So at 7:30, you all found me here, by the way. We were here, it's only the people who had put the tents. So the reason why I came early was I wanted to see the kind of boys you are. And you didn't notice that I watched you even as you were praying in the field. And I was admiring the way your mentors are carrying you around. Some of you went to take a photo, some of you went to the washroom, and some of you were seated. And some of you were praying together. The first thing I was checking as a counseling psychologist is your discipline and how you are interacting one with another. And I was impressed. And I said, thank God, we are not just with godly children, but we are on holy grounds. The second is I wanted to see whether you are fighting or whether you are interacting with each other and giving each other opportunities. Very good mentorship. And I like the way even when you came to sit, I was even very happy to see one of the mentors here. He had even packed a place for all his boys. And I was very happy to see that the mentors even know where their children will sit. That I watched very carefully as some of you came from the buses. And there was a mentor ahead of you and a mentor in the middle and at the back. That is what is called personal discipline. Let me tell you for free. If you are not disciplined, you will not go very far. You have seen me as a senior lecturer and a professor. And I didn't tell you many things about me. I've traveled in very many countries, not just the UK, Switzerland, and even in Africa. And one of the things we do is to tell children that the most important part of your life is to have a godly life, and the second one is personal discipline. But more than that, it is to be in a program like this with the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church has certain values that are very important. And those values are about you. And those values are about what you value. And those values are about the way you relate with God. And the Catholic Church does not condone drugs and substances of abuse. The Catholic Church does not condone aspects of banning schools. And that's why you see Catholic Church's schools are not banned. They don't allow boys to go there and ban schools. You're not supposed to be banning schools. You are supposed to be getting knowledge and wisdom from the schools to grow up. That you are supposed to have very clear discipline purposes. And before I end, I am hoping that each of you is holding a brochure. So let's go to the brochure that you are holding. That is very important. So hold your brochure and you look at it. Study skills. And I want you to turn the brochure and see some of the skills. Everyone should be having one, each of the mentors and the students. So we'd be glad if each of you is holding one so that, so that you can see some of the skills, some of the skills that should be promoted in that brochure. And I want you to open the first page so that you can see what you will do after you leave this place. I want you to see what you should do when you are in class. A godly student prays in the morning. A godly student prays in the morning. And when you go to class, they go to class on time. And that's why I have shown you what to do in class. I want you to turn the brochure next to where there is here. That's why I wanted the brochure so that you can see it. And then when you are there, I want you to see about planning. I want you to because you are with your mentors, to see things to do. Okay, tuseme na Kiswahili kidogo. Vile vitu unatakiwa kufanya. Do you plan ahead? And one of the things we have given you at the back is a timetable. It's a timetable. So we want you to open here and see what are some of the things that you can do. As a psychologist, I will tell you 2-3 things that you can do. A student who is prepared in class is very good in class. And there are 2 types of students. A student who is going to school has already planned their bag early in the morning. If you are one of the students who goes to school late and you wake up late, you are not a good student. And that's why you must be able to plan what you will do. Writing notes, drawing diagrams are put for you there so that you listen to the teacher. Now, before I finish, I want the way you listen to the teacher is the way you are listening to me. You move with the teacher. You see, when I move, it's like the camera is moving with me. So that's the same way you move. When you're in class, try to look at the teacher and see what the teacher is doing. Like the way you can see what I'm doing. Like now I've lifted my heart. So you keep looking at the teacher and what the teacher is doing. Now, I want to show you 2 things that happens with that. And I'll just show you even where you are. Our human mind, the human mind is inside here. If you can see, it's inside your head, is connected to your heart. This is your heart, okay? So what happens is, and it's connected to your eye, okay? So when you keep looking at the teacher, you see, when you keep looking at the teacher, the way you are looking at me, your eye reflects inside your brain. So you can actually hear me because you are looking at me. And it allows 2 things. It allows you to concentrate. When you concentrate, it removes your brain from other things. So when you look at me as I am moving, your brain can see me. Now, your brain cannot see me, but your eyes can see me. But your brain can interpret what I'm doing. The second thing that it does is, it is connected to your heart. Now, that's the heart I want to show you. So this is the heart, okay? Now, I'm going to do something very simple here. I'm going to draw the map of Kenya right here on a blackboard that you are going to see, all of you. And this is my blackboard here. So on this blackboard here, I will draw the map of Kenya. And you will see, you will never forget it. So you start with the northeastern, you move towards Ethiopia, you move towards Somalia, you move downwards to the Somali Peninsula, you move to the coast, then you move up to Voi, you move towards Tanzania to Lake Victoria, and then you move to Mount Elgon and back. You see? Why? You can see the map in your mind. Why? Because the map is about following me. Now, I will do the same so that you see the coordination, and now this time, I will draw the map of Africa. When you are there, and you see the map of Africa from where you are now. So you still draw the same way. We use the same blackboard here. Okay? So you start with Egypt. Egypt, you move down the Suez Canal. Then you move to the Somali Peninsula. You move down towards Madagascar. You move to South Africa. You move towards the west coast of Africa. You extend yourself towards the Atlantic Ocean. You move up to Europe, towards Libya, the Mediterranean Sea, and back to Egypt. The thing is, the more you concentrate in class, the more you gain in class. That's the trick. And that's why students who are brought up in a Christian setting, like the Catholic Church that we highly esteem, do very well. Why? Because they have discipline. And that's why your attendance in class is very, very important. You cannot be having indiscipline cases when you are in class. Because the fact that you are not in class, you did not hear what the teacher said. And that is why you must not have indiscipline cases. The second one is your homework. Now, I'll do the same thing here. And if I was not holding a microphone, I would just show you what the teacher is saying you do. So the teacher is saying you draw. The teacher is saying you write. The teacher is giving. Now I can go. The map is geography. Okay. So now we go to mathematics. Very good. The teacher says you draw a graph. So you do the x, y axis. So there's the x and the y axis. You see. So the more you look at the teacher and you don't miss class, the better you do. I told you I'm a counseling psychologist. So that's why I have emphasized a lot on study skills. The third thing is, do you have a timetable? Now, let me show you something. I'm just showing you from where you are sitting. I'm just teaching you very simple tricks. The human mind is very careful. The human mind only values what you value. So if you value God, like me, you pray to God. The second thing is, when you value your academics and discipline, the human brain values it. Now, this is what it means. When you go to class and you are not interested with the subject or the teacher, wakati unapoenda kwa darasa na huhusiki ama hutaki kuhusika na darasa ama ile mambo mwalimu anafundisha kama ni hesabu ama Kiswahili, naye akili yako inasema haitaki kusikiza. So what happens is your brain picks what you want. And that is why, like, not having a timetable. Kama uko hapa, that's why we are here with our mentors. And you don't have the school timetable. Your brain already says, akili yako tayari imeshasema, sitaki kusoma. And that's why, wakati unaenda kwa darasa, lazima ukuwe na kila kitabu ambaye unatakiwa kukua naye. Wakati kunafika ni wakati wa historia. It is the time for history. Na umekaa na desk yako. Na mwalimu amefika. Mwalimu ameshafika tayari. Good morning students. Leo tunasoma Kiswahili. Hujui pahali kitabu yako ya Kiswahili iko. Unaanza kutafuta. Nani ameona kitabu yangu ya Kiswahili? Kuna mtu ameona kitabu yangu ya Kiswahili? Kuna mtu iko na Steven. Steven ako darasa gani? 2S. Unakimbia 2S kutafuta kitabu ya Kiswahili. Unarudi, unakuta mwalimu wako kwa darasa. Mwalimu anakuambia piga magoti hapo kwa sababu umechelewa. Tayari umeshaambia akili yako mimi sipendi Kiswahili. Kwa hivyo ndio unaona unatafuta ni biology. Umekaa hapo kwa darasa, chemistry imeisha. Haya mwalimu anaingia. Leo tunasoma chemistry. Nani ameona kitabu yangu ya chemistry? Kuna mtu ameona kitabu yangu ya chemistry? Kuna mtu ameiona? Unaanza kutafuta hivi. Tayari umeisha bia akili yako hupendi chemistry. Now, this is the catch. Na hii usisahau. Unachukua kitabu yako ya history ama ya geography, alafu unaandika notes za chemistry hapo. Now, watch carefully. Akili yetu inafanya our brain, akili yetu inafuataga a pattern. That is why when I tell you about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the brain picks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I tell you 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, the brain picks the same. Now, watch. Hii ni kitabu yako ya chemistry, okay? Umeandika notes sa geography hapa. So when you want to read, wakati unaenda kusoma geography, chemistry hapa, unafika unakumbuka you want to read chemistry here. The brain mixes the two. That's why ndio naona nakusugumsia na nakwambia mimi nimesoma mpaka university na nasomaga mpaka na nasomeshaga university. The way to read in school, na hii ni ya maana. Weka kila kitabu pahali, weka kila notes kwa kitabu yake. Kwa hivyo kama hii ni chemistry, unachukua chemistry book hivi, you only read chemistry. So that ndio akili yako, your brain enters only chemistry. Now, when it comes to geography, we do the same. You only have the geography notes in the geography books. Now, ukifika history, you have the history notes in the history book. Now, before nimalizie hapo ndio uelewe, the brain works this way. The brain works in a pattern. Sasa nitafanya pattern saa hii ndio upate. Nataka ufikirie uko na mama yako na baba yako. Na Mungu, na tunashukuru Mungu kwa hivyo. Kwa hiyo, wakati umeenda kwa mama yako, sasa tuende kwa mama yako sasa. Nataka ujiambie mwenyewe. Utakumbuka kuna baba yangu, kuna mama yangu. Haya, tuende kwa mama yangu. Kwa mama yangu ako na sister yake, ako na brother yake, ako na wazazi wake, wako na watoto. Unaona? The brain picks a pattern. Now tuende kwa baba yako. Baba yako ako na baba yake, kuna baba yake, kuna dada yake, the aunt, whatever. Unaona? Kuna watoto. So you see, the brain picks a pattern. Now, wacha sasa nikuonyesha kwa nini nimekuonyesha hii kitu ya maana hivyo. Wakati unafika kwa mtihani, watch carefully. Watch carefully. Akili yako huwa inakumbuka vile ulisoma. And it works automatically. Kwa hivyo ukifika kwa mtihani hivi, ukisoma kitabu, wacha tutumie geography. Draw the map of Kenya. Unaona? The brain already remembers the map of Kenya. Ile tulichora hapa. Now, because it uses a pattern. Haya, turudi chini. You go to mathematics. Draw a graph. You see, the brain picks the graph inside. Now, sasa ndio usisahau, usiweke, that's why you don't mix the notes. Because when you mix the notes, the brain memorizes things in a pattern. Na ndio umeona nimekuuliza, if I tell you to name, watu wametoka kwa baba yako, unajua kuna kwa baba yangu, kuna ndugu yake mkubwa, dada yake, mama yake, baba yake. You see, the brain works in a pattern. That is what this paper means. Sasa nataka tu uangalie hapo what it means. Homework and class assignment. That is, Nadia, I'm hoping you're looking. That is why you must do the assignments given by the teacher. Why are they important? Because they reinforce, ama sinatilia mkaso ile vitu mwalimu amefundisha. Na ndio usahau. Haya, tumaliza na studies. Lazima kila saa unakaa ukijikubusa kusoma. Catholic Church is one of the best churches, and like on Sundays, we have a service usually in many places. Kama uko kwetu Githega, it starts at 7. Kwa hivyo lazima uamke mapema, ukamue ng'ombe kama wazazi wako wamekwambia ukamue ng'ombe, na wale mko Nairobi, sio lazima pengine una kazi mingi. So you wake up in the morning, you prepare yourself. If you wake up at 5 or 6, you read for 30 minutes. Then by 7, you should be in church. It is, usidanganye mtu ati umekosa kwenda kanisa sababu unasoma. Kuna masaa mingi sana. Now, by the way, I know that Catholic services zinaishaga 8, I mean, sometimes 9, sikienda sana 9:30. So by 10, you should be back home and you pick your books and read. Twende the next one. Test and assignment. Nimesugumsia sana juu ya mtihani. Kwa nini? Kama hujasoma, unajua mimi napendaka wanafunzi sana. Na wao ulisanga swali moja, unafikiria utapata alama ngapi kwa chemistry? Unataka alama ya A. Lakini hukusoma. Your examination is related to your reading. And that is why you must pay attention. Na hapa kutoka hapa nimekupatia alama 7, sile utatumia. Top habits. Haya, sasa mimi nataka uangalie hizo 7 ndio tumalizie. Ya kwanza ni personal discipline and conduct. Kitu ya kwanza niliangalia wakati mliingia ni discipline. And I'm really happy with the mentors, and God bless you so much. You have done very good work. Daily routine. Hata kama saa hii kama kuna baridi, ni vizuri mtu kuoga. Waking up early. Lazima ukuwe na pattern. And that is why we are trying to train you also as men. Because men, good men, are disciplined. Good men are very orderly. Look at the way we are seated. Look at the way all of you are seated as very good boys. Look at the way you are seated very nicely. Everyone can see the way you are seated. Very good. 3, continuous learning. Na ndio naona kama semina ya leo tumefundishwa kidogo. Lazima tukue tunasoma vitu ambazo zinatusaidia. Ya 4 ni time management. Ukiona you are not managing your time very well in school, usiulize mtu kama uko na shida. Uko na shida kubwa sana. Because you must be able to plan your time. The 5th one, and very important, is a vision. Now, nilianza na kuwasugumuzia. Nikawaambia how I grew up. When I was growing up, nimewaambia I wanted to be at the University of Nairobi. I wanted to be a lecturer. Nataka wewe saa hii hapa umekaa ufikirie tu 1 minute. What do you want in your life? And where do you want to go? So that you can pick it up. 6 is godliness and prayer. Lazima kila siku tunaomba Mungu na tunamshukuru. Ya 7 na ya maana sana, be polite, be respectful, be humble. I've also done for you a small timetable there so that you organize your timetable. As I finish, I want you to ask yourself 5 things that you have learned from this talk. Number 1, we have given you a brochure. In your brochure, ndio tuone kila mtu yako naye. Very, very important. Very good. Now unaona hata umeinua vizuri. Number 2, what have you learned? Godliness, very, very important. Fanya mkono yako hivyo, fanya godliness. Number 1, very good. Personal discipline, number 2. Working hard and smart, number 3. Managing your time, number 4. And 5, being very organized. God will bless you every day as you do well. And now, even as you go on, our pastors will be praying for us. The fathers will be praying for us. The Holy Father will be praying for us. We'll be praying every day for you. But more than that, you must do something for yourself every day. God bless you. God bless you again. And God bless you once again.